Nice to know. Nice to know your interest in the our Filas because I think he's a great dog. I have bred already Rottweilers, Filas in the beginning, Filas, then
Mm-hmm.
Rottweilers for some years. I have been in Germany to breed my females with the best males there,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, and I have a good comparison term, of the two breeds, and
All right.
I think that everyone that likes Rottweilers, they will like Feelers very much
Mm-hmm.
because because they are dominant dogs too. They they are a little bit more stubborn, a little bit more stubborn
Mm-hmm.
than Rottweiler.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I, I like to train the dogs, and I learned to train with the Fila. And then I worked with the Rottweilers, and they are easy to work with.
Mm-hmm.
But Filas, they are very smart too, but a little more stubborn.
Right.
But okay, they have two advantage relating to Rottweilers. Is the first one is because you can have all kinds of skins
Mm-hmm.
in Fila, you have a stronger health on them because there
Mm-hmm.
is not so much consanguinity. That it is not so much like Rottweiler. To have the Rottweiler, they are all the same. You see, but if you look the fillers, you have many colors, many different colors, and they are very resistant to diseases.
Mm-hmm.
They are also, for example, for guard, they are also a little more attentions. They give the signal immediately. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
if you are Rottweilers are more silent, more silent, and if you go in the point of your feet, you can pass through them if they are sleeping. With
Right.
Fila, it is impossible
You can't do it.
because
Yeah.
they go up very well attention dogs.
Mm-hmm.
They are okay, but a little more stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they are powerful too. No, no, not the average are not so powerful than Rottweiler since for example in Rottweiler you have a limit of 17 or 71 centimeters to the neck. In Fila is about 16 centimeters. So you cannot have, they are not so big. So the maximum size in Fila is a very powerful dog with 60 centimeters. If they are not very if they are not very long dogs, you will have
Mm-hmm.
a very powerful dog. It's like my Buddha and my and Cosmo. Okay, they are not so long, but they are very powerful together.
Mm-hmm.
The father and the son. They are father and the son, and they are very dominant when there are two males. It's like Rottweilers. It's the same. I had two males too and
Mm-hmm.
six females, and the two males together. You are experienced with. I think you have experience with bulldogs, English bulldogs. I believe
Yeah.
you breed English
Yeah.
bulldogs, yes, and I think they are more or less the same. I don't know if you have many of them, but they have the character is any dominant dog is two males always is has a little tension between them,
Mm-hmm.
especially when the females are on heat.
Mm-hmm.
So I am from San Miguel Island. I born here. Okay, I am natural from here, and always my fathers have dogs, including the Filas. You have German Shepherd and all that. I started breeding Filas because my brother-in-law now that is Antonio Pimentel that has the kennel, the Mata de Eucalypto. He offered me a Fila that I've been training, and then I started to breed them. At some at some point, well, I, I started to train the dogs, and I have some that things that you discover that you have some natural engagement with it. You know, I have a good relation with dogs because well, because I like them and they seem to like me. However, I had already some problems with them because I like very much dominant dogs, and I made some mistakes on the beginning because I didn't know the psychology of the dogs very well. So I've been I tried to study there is very I tried to study about the psychology of the dogs because I have already 3 times I've been bitten by dogs, you know, and to try to understand it, I've been studying some videos in YouTube, and my conclusion at this point is there is two currents, two big currents. That is the domination current that the owner is like the alpha male of the family, and there is the other one that is the positive reinforcement that you have to use to deal with it. The conclusion I got is the truth is somehow in the middle of these two currents, you know. I don't believe any of them as total as 100% are 100% correctly, you know. Because okay, I know, for example, with Fila, the positive reinforcement it works great, you know, if you have time, patience, and you use little snacks to give them when they obey your orders, and if you do all that, they respond very nicely. They in every breed, but however, in some point they'll try to they and even Rottweilers too. They try to impose themselves like the you see, if they are very comfortable, if they are very on of them. So I believe that especially when they are puppies and they are eating, we should show them that who is the boss at that time. You know, we should, if it needs when they how you say when they when they do you try to make put the hands on the food and they do like this. I don't know in English how you say when they is not barking is when they are
Growl.
putting the yes when they are ground. Okay, especially when they are puppies, we should give them a strong reprehension. You know, it's not. I don't defend that we should beat on dogs. It's not that,
No.
but in that moment,
Yeah.
you should give a very strong signal that who is the boss. Then
Right.
it's just use your voice and the positive reinforcement. You know,
Right.
so I have other thing that I have with adult dogs. I've been working with by adult dogs, very strong, and I learned a trick with Chuck McBride. I don't know if you know Chuck McBride, from United States.
Mm-mm.
He is you should see some videos of him
Okay.
that very in my opinion, it's a little controversial, the system he uses, because I used it on my mail, and he's okay. It's not a violent thing, but it is just put the dog in a submission position that is
Mm-hmm.
by side, okay, and
Uh-huh.
but yeah, you have to use force on that moment.
Right. Mm.
I can give you a link of him, because I think he's well, the reaction is incredible, and I got I have one mail that biting me. I give
Mm-hmm.
him the uh, I could I can now deal with him without any problem. It just it's when I give order. He's doing all that I say to him. He does it. But however, since I don't give them all the attention I think they deserve, I am not feeling well to want too much from them. If I don't give all the attention I should, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think I deserve. They do all the things I want. They do so, because it was I have difficult times to. So I intend to give them more attention and put them as I like. I like the working dogs. I like them because they work. They at least the obedience to go walk without problems, to sit, to go to the kennel, to the simple dogs. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, I would like to do because the dogs I have are very good for law enforcement
Mm-hmm.
it can be used like the German Shepherd, like the Rottweiler, like the strongest dog that has used it to law enforcement. You can use Fila for it too. You can
Mm-hmm.
use Fila to big game to hunt javeli's. How you say in English javeli's? The
The
pork.
hogs,
Yes,
hog
yes, yes.
hunting. Yep.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. You can use them to hunting as you use the Argentino, the dog Argentino. So
Yeah.
you can use it for the same kind of hunting.
Mm-hmm.
So and okay. Otherwise, okay. Fila is a very nice dog to the owner. A little suspicious to the foreign other people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good to socialize with them, very good with other people, and especially with the family, or the family.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, um, it's like Rottweiler. The owner makes the dog. That's my.
Right.
I have this feeling, and I can tell it because I have beaten already 3 4 times, and so I can say I know something about the dog performance.
Right. Right. Yeah.
If it was other persons, they will just put the dog to be killed for the vet.
Mm-hmm.
I never give up on dogs that do that to me.
No.
I try to understand what's happening, what I did
Mm-hmm.
wrong, because normally it's our fault. It's
Mm-hmm.
something that we didn't saw, something that we attention that we didn't give. You see, so
Mm-hmm.
we have to see ourselves if we did our homework. So
Right.
if you don't, you that kind of things can happen. So so
Right.
so that's for now. Okay, what I say that I was with the Rottweilers, I was many times in shows. I win many shows here. I've gone to Italy, but a dog show, but to the World Championship to see Rottweilers. I have gone with two females to breed in Germany with the best, the supposed best reproductors there, and but they failed. Neither of the times they failed. I tried to buy several champions. I give them about 10,000 euros. I offered them to have because I made my count, and it was best for me to buy a good reproducer than to go with the female there because they are big dogs, and and there is a risk that she doesn't get pregnant, and it happened to me two times. So I've tried to buy known dogs already, and the dogs that I like, that I appreciate. But at that time, I was a little influenciated by judges, by other people that I suppose that understood more than me. But I got this conclusion. You have to breed what you like. You have to see the standard, and within the standard, you have to choose what is your dog that you like. What is the dog you like? And you have to work on it. I can say at the moment I have some samples that are close, very close of what I imagine on the Filas, that I like for Filas. I like strong in the males. I like strong dogs with temperament, calm, and they can go everywhere without problems. But but at the same time, must be a dog that you look at it and you like it, And the struggle now I have, and I think all the breeders should be concerned especially in San Miguel Island, where you have the breed is original, and where you have many dogs that are not resisted, but they're excellent samples. You can go through the island and you will see farmers that has absolutely beautiful dogs. The problem is they are not used they are not used to see them with the tail and with the ears. Okay, first, my opinion about the tails and the ears, because this is a matter that many people are talking about. Okay, my opinion is, in the beginning, when in 2000, the year 2000, when I had the Rottweilers, I think it was in 2000 or 2001 that the Germany club of Rottweiler club, they decided that to uncut the tails. So and I decided to go with that rules, to go with that rules. So and for me, it's natural to see now the dogs with the tail. If they have not the tail, it seems to me that they're going to fall for the front, because it is something that gives the balance to them. But the tail must be similar to, like you can see on the standard. They should be similar to the Rottweiler, to the Rottweiler, to the I am forgetting the other breed. well, the breed that is very popular too, for companion. I'm sorry, but okay, she must be a little curved and with a good strong tail, but a little curve in the end. You see, and I believe the ears should be like I have most of my dogs. You see, falling down, similar to a Labrador or to a Rottweiler, but a little more, just a little more spaced. Okay, but should be followed down because this gives to the head. This gives to the head a big more size, and I believe that people here that are used to have the dogs without with ears cut, that will they will sometime they will like it like that because it's similar. Everyone likes Rottweilers. Everyone likes Labradors. Everyone. It's a question of you have to be used to it. So after that they will forget the image of Fila that is like a lion. You see, like an hyena, and they will starting to look other way for them. And now I am happy to say that many people, even people that are very, and now they are seeing my dogs, and I believe they are starting to like it, because, and I think we, especially in San Miguel Island, we have to work it and try to show every places in the world that Fila can be is good as a Rottweiler, is good as German Shepherd, is okay. Should be a dog that everyone in every part of the world they will be happy to have it because they can be beautiful as that kind of dogs. They have a dominant profile too. They can do the same kinds of jobs better in if it is to work with cattle. And regarding the tails, okay, the tails. This is more. This makes more confusion to them, but in my opinion, there is many people that still have difficult to like them with the tail. If the tail is like the ones I have in Cosmo, in Buddha, if he's like that and the ears like that, I believe the dog is more beautiful, more it gives to the dog the enough balanced, and it's the part of the dog that communicates more with you. You see, you can tell by the tail if he's happy, if he's sad, if he's ready to attack you, if he's you can tell all of that, and you see when you come home, you have 6 dogs waiting for you or 7, and all of them puts all the tails running. It's incredible sensation, and you cannot see it on a dog that have the tail cut. I honestly like them more. I respect the people because I was once, I didn't like it too. Okay, but since I passed this with the Rottweilers, when I bred Rottweilers, since I passed this part, now for me a dog that has the tail is the same that doesn't have one of the legs. I feel sad when I see tremendous good samples here here in San Miguel Island, in mainland and internationally. There is very, very good samples, but I saw them sometimes with cutted ears or ears that I don't like, or that they are a spectacular sample. but but it makes me sad that they have not the tail or the ears I believe they should have, and that's
Mm-hmm.
standard says, you know. But you see, the ears people doesn't have. I think they don't have responsibility on it because, but now they have. We have the responsibility, the responsibility to make it as the standard says, and we have to choose the best image to do that.
Mm-hmm.
For now, I don't know what I can say. Just can say to you that I love that dogs. I have the comparison term with Rottweilers. I had difficult dogs in both breeds. And
Mm-hmm.
okay, do you have any questions that you would like to to make to me?
Yeah, actually, it's on the lines of the tails and the ears. What was the original purpose of them cropping the ears and docking the tails? Um, why is that?
Okay.
Was that the standard for so long?
Well, there is many versions of it. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
believe it was, for example, when the dogs have to defend the cattle,
Mm-hmm.
they have to fight with other dogs, and if you cut the ears, it's one less thing that the other have to grab. Okay, or even the tails.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I don't see exactly what is the motive, but I believe I believe they have a better balance with them,
Mm-hmm.
and if you see in the worldwide in the jungle, if you see it, you will see use the tails as balance when you are hunting. So, well, at
Would
this
you?
moment, I think it's more. I think it's more static. Yes, at
Yeah,
this
yeah.
moment, I think it's more, because I don't feel that it will interfere in the work of the dogs.
Right.
And it's a question of mentality and a question because I had that myself. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I stranged that myself in the beginning. I didn't like it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I prefer them with without with the ears
Mm-hmm.
cut and with tails. That's why I respect who likes that way, you know. So
Right.
I cannot be hypocrite at that time because I defended that in the beginning too. So because since I passed this away, now this phase has passed, and now I am sure uh, well, I really believe that is better this way, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and respecting all people and all that I avoid to criticize the others unless they ask me their opinion. But I think now it's time to work the dogs in order to have the best tails, the best ears, and
Mm-hmm.
to make them a dog. I think that have all the possibilities to do the same that Rottweilers do, the same that Dobermans and all working dogs that can do. They can do it, and in some situations that they can do it better. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But depends always an important thing depends on the owner to the personality of the dogs and the attention they gave to them.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I have my part of responsibility, but sometimes so I've been learning and trying to do the best I can
Mm-hmm.
and and try to learn it. Yes. Well, they still are used as a cattle dog, and they are
Mm-hmm.
very intelligent. If you have a life that you can have one of Fila with you
Mm-hmm.
by your side, even if you don't understand anything about dogs, he will understand you, and everything everything that you would like, he will do it. Because if you have the time to get it all the time with you, and the life that you can have the dog with you. So there are I know some samples and have some friends that have incredible dogs that do everything, and they are not the some of them, they are not persons that knows so much about dogs. They just feel it's a feeling. It's be with them, and they will do everything you want. Well, I think the feeling is used like you can see in the standard or internet. Somehow they come from a letter, then they were used to work with the cattle because they bite lower. Okay, they can bite up, but just to organize the cattle, they use this. They can orientate the cattle just by the name of the owner says, go get that cow, and they go there. So there is some people that use it like that. And okay, somehow I think what justified the cut of the ears and the tails was the fact that they had to sometimes to fight with other dogs that could make some harm to the cattle they were defending. But then at this point, at the moment, I believe the reasons are more static than other things. Because they used to see it that way, and now most of the people likes that way.
Right.
They are from San Miguel Island. They are from San Miguel Island, but I think they came from. There are some kind of relation with Terceira dogs. Terceira Island is other island from Azores, but they it was here that they were used, and that's why it called it Count Fila de São Miguel. São Miguel is the name of the island, you know. This is the dog from San Miguel. This is San Miguel. Okay.
Yeah. Are they starting to use the breed now for things like law enforcement, or is that
Yeah.
still kind of new?
Yes. In the police, they are excellent here in the Azores, and I think in the mainland too. They have some dogs that are being used in the in law enforcement. I intend to offer one puppy. This is a promise that I made to them. Okay, that's one of my intention, but must be one of the biggest ones and more with stronger character, you know.
Right.
Yes.
And how would you compare it to to a Rottweiler or like a Belgian Malinois, which are mainly used here in the United States for police work?
Well, I think they can do the same work. Yes,
They can do the
exactly
same.
this. Yeah, they can do the same because if you go to the limit size of the males, you can use it, but you have to choose from the litters. The same applies to Rottweilers is
Yeah.
use the strongest ones or the longest ones and the more dominant ones. That because they are trained exactly for that. Okay, and you must use the most confident ones to get. And you know, in the litter there is some that are more dominant than others. Okay.
Right.
Okay. What I say is, and I speaking for me. What I say is a dog that needs exercise and some space, or you can have it in your apartment, but you have to go out with him sometimes. But you see, it's a dog that needs exercise and that needs some attention. and the
Mm-hmm.
positive reinforcement is the best way to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to have the always to know that in puppy you should show them who is the boss, because I think the truth is between uh, the two theories that are in the moment in discussing is the theory of the dominance dog, the theory that the owner is the alpha male of the pack, and the other one that is all the reinforcement theory. And I believe the truth is between the two theories. Okay, there is none that is 100%
Right.
right. And we are talking about dogs, like you see, people have we have some bad days too. We have good days. The dogs are similar to us, but they just speak other language. But they are, well, I believe they are better than us, because they are more loyal, and you know
Right.
exactly what to expect from them.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yes, and just calm them with if you are good to them. I believe is with dominant dogs, the force doesn't work very well. You just
Mm-hmm.
okay, it's more, but in the when they are puppies, you should show who is the boss, since they
Mm-hmm.
are the puppies. Otherwise, you have to go to methods more difficult methods to get around the dog's the dogs to make the dogs okay again, because you have to more tough um, treatment to them. So
Mm-hmm.
that's okay. If you want to avoid them to be well, to be dead, because they could be if some dogs bite you, you might have to just go to the vet and take his life away. So so
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so you have to avoid that, training your dog, or giving the attention he
Mm-hmm.
needs. Is to all dogs, even to the most calm dogs you have. It's for all the dogs, but especially on dogs that are a little more dominant.
Mm-hmm. Personal protection. Do you think they would be a good breed for something like that? That would.
Well, there is no better one. This I
There's
can
no
say.
better. Right.
I had
You
a
kind of
conversation.
touched upon that earlier. Yeah.
Yes, they are very tender with the owners, and they are if it needs to, unless you are with many people every day. Yeah, that's you see. So if you want dogs to make guard, they okay. You have to keep them a little more reserved, because
Mm-hmm.
if they are to use, I have some of them, or most of them are very socialized, with
Mm-hmm.
every people. But there is one or two that I keep more reserved to when it's need to do the. But you see, if they do the noise, it's enough just to put people away. So if you have
Right.
some guy, okay, so he's a very very nice dog, and he's very protective to the owner. Gives his life without any second thought to protect.
Right.
60 centimeters, and the females
Mm-hmm.
is about the maximum is 58. And the weight should be in the males around the maximum around 35 kilograms.
Mm-hmm.
The females 25 kilograms. Well, but I know the limits are not at this moment. I know the biggest limits because that's what I have. I have more cat. Okay, they are. I think the breed was recognized in 2007, and you can see it, in FCI website.
Right.
You can see the standard of the breed there. I have
Right.
in my Facebook page of Fila de Gadas Quintas. I have there the link for it. But you can find it in Google, the FCI's website, and find the breed.
Mm-hmm.
Count Fila São Miguel or Azores cattle dog, and you will see they are FCE breed, and with all demands that has.
Mm-hmm.
They are very resistant to the temperatures. For example, my dogs, when it's raining, sometimes when it's raining, uh, they are just taking the rain. They don't go to their home. They prefer to be at the the maximum, the minimum temperature is about 9 degrees, you see. So, but I believe even in the most restricted areas, they will be tolerant, but I cannot say for sure because I don't have many knowledge about that. But there is many of them in Finland. So I believe, and they like it very much. So I believe
Mm-hmm.
they can tolerate colder weathers.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, they are very very resilient and very rustic dogs. They resist to the diseases. They resist. So they are a very strong dog in every aspect of it.
Right.
In
How do
protection.
you right? How do you think how do you think they would do with, say, like a smaller dog like my Shih Tzu? How do you think they would be around
They
that?
well, if this is if they are used to be to socialize with other
Right.
dogs, there is no problem. If it
Mm-hmm.
is two males, may be because the problem maybe will be the Shih Tzu because the Shih Tzu is a very tough boy in the
Uh,
little body. So
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
of course, but they are more many. They are very tolerant with puppies. They are
Mm-hmm.
well, but there is only some cases. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
every dogs have their personality, but
Different.
normally they are very tolerant with puppies, and this says a lot of the dog. So.
Mm-hmm.
But if some dog attacks them, they will fight back. They will fight back
Right,
definitely.
right.
They are very in that aspect. They will do it. Of course, there is some of them that are more dominant. That is the ones that are used to police enforcement or to working dogs, like to prepare them to be guardian dogs. And as you know, that kind of dogs, they keep them always a little more reservation,
Mm-hmm.
not so socialized
Mm-hmm.
in a way that when is need to do the work, they will do it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
Right.
it's the canine train, they have their own ways to deal with it, and
Mm-hmm.
but 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 well, it's a very very it's a breed that I appreciate very much, comparing with other breeds
Mm-hmm.
that have the same kind of use. So they
Mm-hmm.
are very used to protect, to work with cattle, and even to go with big hunting. And so They are and loyal companions. You don't have, like I said, if you have the time to get the dog always with you,
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, he will do everything you 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 want.
Weilers and
Well, I have contact with other breeds like German
mm,
Shepherd, but
mm-hmm.
even pit bulls. I have contact with other breeds, but breeding it was Filas and Rottweilers. So I can tell I can speak more for them, because
Right,
I've been dealing with them. But I
right,
admire several breeds that I could breed and will like it. But now I decided to give well to develop the Fila because I think Fila is can be as the same better than Rottweiler, including could be because he's a great dog and is not so big like Rottweiler. That is that gives a little. They can make the same work, but without being so dangerous, or you see.
mm-hmm.
And well, that's why is not in the list. You see, Rottweilers are in the list of the dangerous dogs, which I don't agree. I agree
Right,
that is
right,
dangerous owners.
right,
Not dogs. If you treat them
right.
that well, will not do any harm to you. So
I agree. Yeah, I totally agree.
yes.
Uh, what would you say your favorite breed is besides a Rottweiler or the Fila? What dog interests you the most outside those two?
Okay, outside
Uh,
feelers.
or
Yes.
Rottweiler? Yeah.
I will put okay, feelers, then Rottweilers, uh, uh, Staffordshire Bull Terrier. There's a breed that I would like to have the mini ones, the
Yeah.
Bull Terrier miniature. But I like very much Labradors. But this is more for just. I like dogs that are dominant, but I like in
Mm-hmm.
general all the dogs. In general,
Yeah.
even I have some. We unbreed dogs in the middle of the field, so that I adopted. You see, they are very nice too. They are very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So I ask this with everybody. Um, what is your morning and evening routines like with the dogs? What do you do when you
Okay,
wake up?
my routine. Okay, before coming to my office, is to I have to feed them all. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and in the end of the day, when I have puppies, sometimes during the lunchtime. I will go there because it's near my home. It's 5 minutes from my home. I go
Mm-hmm.
there and I give 3 times they feed them. But I breed my puppies on they are all over the places. I don't put them in kennel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They are I breed them for free because I think they are more developed that way, and they have the
Mm-hmm.
chance to socialize with the other bigger dogs that have there. So it's they eat more, but they are bigger too. Well, that's the explanation I get because all my breedings, I have the mother is not very big. The father is a big one, but
Mm-hmm.
is in the limit of the standard. And the puppies are incredible. I have three litters of the same female, and all of them, and most of there are about 20 that are adults, and they are astonished samples. I like very
Mm-hmm.
much.
Awesome. And do they sleep in like in a doghouse, or do they have their own kennel, or
Yeah. Yes, I have two canals. More
you
of
have two
the
kennels?
most of them are then separated. A chain that, and I put always two of the adults. Uh, they are free with the puppies, and
Mm-hmm.
other ones in the chain with 12 meters. It's better
Mm-hmm.
than be on the camel, because they have many space to do exercise, and but
Okay.
I avoid to put all of them together without me there, because to avoid fights between them,
Mm-hmm.
for some
Mm-hmm.
reason. That's I have this to take care of it. They are in the house when they want, but
Mm-hmm.
normally they prefer to be out and of the house, So
Mm-hmm.
because the weather is not very very tough here. That's
Right. Right. Does your family share your passion for dogs, and do they
yes.
participate? Or
Yes, 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 they like it because, well, I have three cats on the house, and I have the dogs out of the house. Okay,
mm-hmm.
I cannot. It's difficult to have both of them together. So,
Right.
so I, so we like all of us. They like the dogs, and they help in what is needed. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
my son is very enthusiastic too, but he's studying in another city in the mainland in Porto. So he likes more with me with the dogs and working them.
Yeah, absolutely. What kind of training do you? Is there any specific training that you do, or any
No,
uh,
it's just the
just
basic.
basic?
For
Yeah.
now, no, I don't do the canine training. I don't do that. I don't do
Mm-hmm.
it for option, because I prefer just the basic obedience training,
Mm-hmm.
like sit,
Mm-hmm.
uh, go to the kennel or come here, that kind
Mm-hmm.
of that kind of stuff. It's the breed that people should try. If they like breeds to protect them, this kind of breeds, they should try it
Mm-hmm.
because it's they deserve it. And I'm trying to develop it. We have a problem now is to make people used to have to go like them with the ears and with the tail.
Yeah.
That's Yes, I think I don't have. You see, there is a lots of breeders that are with the breed more time than me. Maybe you should talk to them too. I don't know, but you see, I think many of the things they will agree with me in the good part of the breed. They might not agree about the tails, about the ears. So, but you see, that's the problem we have now on our hands is to deal with that, and to make
Well,
people like the dogs with that, because now it's against the law to cut the ears or,
right.
or, or the tails, so
I think that's what was really important to be able to talk to you is the fact that you are an advocate for somebody that has the
I
intact
believe on
tails and
that.
the
Yes,
ears, and I,
but I really like them more this way now, and
yeah,
before I didn't, and so
right,
so I was like everybody before,
yeah,
okay, but
right,
then
right,
with the breeding of Rottweilers, for now I prefer the feelers with the tails and with the ears,
mm-hmm.
okay, so
And
so so I
yeah, and I
so
and I plan on talking to somebody who does the cropped ears and the cropped, and then maybe bounce back and then talk to you again about it
yeah,
and just and have you watch that episode and see what you think, what they said. And
Yeah,
personally, I think I said over email as just a pure I like the ears. I'm not big into the crop ears on most dogs, but for whatever reason, when I look at a Rottweiler or I look at a Fila, the tail, the crop, the docked tail is something that, for whatever reason, I like better. But
yeah.
the way you explained it, and the way it actually would give them more balance, that's good information to know and to put out
And
there.
you,
That
and you see, the thing on the tail that I think is more important, more than the balance, is the emotions. You by the
uh
tail, you can tell all the emotions of
right,
the dog.
right, right.
It's the I think it's the main. And you see, I have some dogs that the tail is not exactly how I like it. They have
Hmm.
some curve more than I wanted. But
Right.
but you see, but even though they communicate very very nice with the tail, you can
Hmm.
tell
Hmm.
everything about the dog.
Yeah.
Is a question. They give you the emotions. The tail are the best way to see the emotions of the dog.
Right.
You will see if they are afraid, if they are frightened, if they are ready to attack you, if they are happy. Personally, it's the part I like more is when I get home and see all the tails bending down, and
Right.
you
Yeah.
see. So it's amazing. After you are used to it, you you will see that. For me, it's like you cut a leg. Now, at this point, is
Hmm.
imagine that you cut a leg, left leg, for example, of the dog.
Hmm.
Okay, for me, it's the same effect. That's why in my first the female I have, this is the mother of all the puppies. She has the tail, she has no the tail amputated, and this
Hmm.
makes me very sad because I like her, and it seems she is going to fall down in front, because doesn't
Hmm.
have to balance it.
Hmm.
So and
Yeah.
and, and okay, but it's there because it's needed, So the nature
Yeah.
makes wonders. But you see, this is discussed. I have to respect people that doesn't think like me
Hmm.
because I think before like them.
Yeah.
So we have that's it's. I think it's a question of time, and people will like it more. Okay,
Right.
so.